What a terrible dream. Or, wait. No! What's up, everybody? This is Sticky Tack. Thank you for checking out episode 2. Let's jump right in. This is the milestone that allows you to automate power. Truly automate power. Not this wood to biomass to biofuel business. No more of that. We want truly automated power. But before we do that, I am actually very interested in this tier 1 milestone of base building. Not only does it give me 10 inventory slots, which are great, it also gives me all the foundations to actually start building permanent factories and get away from this just kind of set stuff wherever works and not organized and clipping, and nobody likes any of that. So let's go ahead and accept this base building milestone and get rocking and rolling. Alright. We got this milestone going, so we have foundations now. And there was one other thing we unlocked. I think it was the lookout tower and walls. And some inventory slots, with 10 of them. So our inventory's getting a little husky here, which is good. So I wanted to show you guys something about these foundations here. Number one is they all cost the same, which is nice, right now anyway. But they are pretty expensive. So 2 iron sheets, 2 screws, 2 iron plates, and 3 concrete per square. So per foundation. So that adds up really quick. What's good is it all comes from an iron factory. So you obviously have all iron parts there, and they're pretty basic. And then your concrete is just your byproduct of your iron factory. It comes from the crushed stone that comes from the crusher. So that's what's first for us, is an iron factory. Let's get into it. This is going to be kind of tough to do mentally, because I know once I remove this, I'm going to be handcrafting until I get something permanent up. But hopefully it won't take too long. So let's just pull this band-aid off. Done. Ow. So I'm kind of gonna change my mind on doing the permanent factory with the foundations, mostly because I'm not gonna have anywhere near enough materials to make all the foundations. So we're gonna slap some stuff together here. What you'll notice is I did have to just put the mining head on the miner. Mining head, miner. You'll have different mining heads to go in the miner, and that's kind of like your tier 1, 2, and 3 miners. And there's also some other things that you can add in here. You can like add water to the miner later on, and I think it gives you better results or something. I don't really know. But you look here, you're actually getting 2 outputs of stereotype. You're getting 130 per minute and 130 per minute, which that may actually be incorrect because it doesn't have power. Nope, that's correct. So I'm getting 60 per minute. So our crusher has 2 inputs, fortunately enough. So I'm getting 60 per minute. Oh, whoa. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. So I got 60 per minute on each line. And if I do this, this only takes 60 per minute. So I can actually do 2 crushers here, which is awesome. So we're going to do that. And that is going to give us a total of 120 stereotype between the 2 crushers. It's also going to give us a total of 40 crushed stone as a byproduct. There is a rhyme and a reason to where the stone comes from. Which one of the 2? And I think it's the left one. But the only real way to find out, I think, is to actually just run this, because you'll end up having machines that have 3 outputs with some byproducts. So there we go. So we joined up our stone here, and we're putting it over here. This is going to be a clipping nightmare, and I don't care right now because I just want to get some stuff going. Okay, and there you have it. This is my clipping, well, mostly not clipping, but there is some clipping that I'm not a fan of. My clipping stereotype factory, making concrete, iron plates, iron bars, screws, iron sheets, and iron wire using that instant iron wire recipe that I have, so you can just go straight from ingots to wire instead of ingots to bars to wire. So our power is looking pretty good. The problem's gonna be how quickly it's eating fuel. And it's not like super slow. How much? Ooh, yeah, see, we're out of wood, and then we only have 1,000 leaves left to be converted. So I really don't have a whole lot of life left on my... on this. I wish it would tell you how quickly it's actually burning it. It's probably 1 per minute, so 12 per minute. Or I guess I probably have 2 hours with this. So if I do the same thing, same factory with copper, I'll have like an hour. Maybe. I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to do that. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, and here's our makeshift copper semi-clipping factory for the time being. You see it's producing pretty good. Our power levels are looking pretty good. I'm guessing I have a little more than like an hour, maybe hour and a half before I run out of biofuel. So you know what that means. Not sure yet. I need to make up my mind. I still need tin. I could do this exact same thing with tin and at least have that in my back pocket. I should probably do that instead of going for biofuel and hard drives yet. I'm gonna do that. Okay. And we did it. And this one wasn't as bad. There wasn't quite as many parts like we talked about. So we are done. We got all tier 1, I think, off the top of my head, all the important tier 1 materials automated. I'm hoping that I have an hour left on the biofuel generators. But we'll do some quick mental math, and then we'll head out and do a hard drive run. Okay, change of plans. We need a bunch of rotors for most of the drop pods around here. So we're going to unlock rotors. And in order to do that, we need improved manufacturing, which you need lead plates for. And to unlock lead plates, you need this milestone. So we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, that was pretty quick and painless. So we have a sorter now too, which we'll get into, and basically that's how you get tin. So we're gonna have to redo our lead plates, not tin plates. Or what was I thinking? Tin, right? I think so. So we get lead plates. Lead plates through lead ingots. And we get the crushed lead through sorting rubite. So that tin factory that we just set up is basically pointless. Okay, so here is what I'm talking about. This sorter right here has 2 solid inputs and a liquid input. For us, we're just sorting rubite. That's the only recipe we have, sorted rubite. So all you need is crushed rubite, but there are some recipes later on, and I think you can actually make things like more efficient, maybe, or maybe that's the miner. Something's good about it. So here's the problem, is that I need crushed rubite, and not that. This lead addition was not so painful. You see the crusher coming right out of the miner, and then there's the sorter there on the bottom left, sorting into the tin and lead. And it's pretty nasty looking. You have a backward storage container, and I'm really looking forward to not having to do that anymore and build nice and rigid on foundations. But there we go, fully functional lead tin factory. This is where we landed in the last episode. That's where we started out. Good old memories. Yeah, pro trip, by the way, when you're out hard drive hunting, you can do this. This is it. This is the recipe. This is the recipe that you strive for. Compact biomass. Boom. I don't even know if I want to keep searching hard drives right now. I will. Oh, nice! Okay, so I don't remember if I've talked about this or not, but this is Fix-It Farming. So this is going to be one of 3 types of dirt. This is just jar of dirt, which is fine, because I think that's like the main one. Impure. Impure. Okay. So let's grab these guys. I know I talked about that bug last episode where sometimes they'll disappear. That bug must be fixed, because I haven't lost one yet in this playthrough. Anyways, you get these jars of dirt from here. Literally, you just pick up a jar of dirt. And once you have 200 of them, you can research the ability to be able to scan for all these jar of dirts. Problem is, there's jar of dirt, there's jar of peat, and there's jar of bog. And you can't scan for them until you find them, so you literally just have to stumble upon them like this. Yeah. This might be important later, but this is what I was getting at. I don't think there's any good recipes right now. I guess maybe we do this one. I don't know. The instant wire is probably the better wire one. Or motors. Oh, yeah, that's gonna be big. Having those to start. Oh, what do we need? 30 megawatts. So I'm not going to make it sound like I just had the time of my life. That was a big long run without the fast pants or the jetpack or anything. But I got a good haul here, so let's check it out. So we got 5 hard drives, plus I've already examined 2, including the one that I started before I left things. So 8 total so far this episode. What else? We got a bunch of these things. Hatch remains 14, hog remains 8. We obviously got a bunch of grass and wood. We got 3 spider parts, 30 spitter parts, and then we got 100 slug DNA. So we found 10 blue slugs. We found 1 yellow slug. With 46 computers, 51 circuit boards. That'll be good for whenever we need to start using them. We don't have to handcraft a bunch. We'll just have them ready. And then we found this jar of dirt, which is going to be pretty big. In the MAM, we'll at least unlock being able to search for jar of dirt nodes and start getting into the farming. I had these 7 heat sinks, 26 motors we found. I don't know how many rotors, probably like 30 or 40. Found a bunch of coal, a bunch of cryolite, which is again the quartz, some sulfur, case industrial beams, heavy modular frames, 79 modular frames, which is awesome. And I think that's about it. We got a little bit to do here. Let's go ahead and get the biofuel loaded up, and then kind of assess our situation. Probably put down a Caterium factory, and then start addressing the milestones that we have left. Now that we've wrapped up with our biomass and hard drive run and kind of done a survey of all our materials, we went ahead and unlocked some things in the MAM. So let's go over that real quick. Alien organisms, pretty much just some inventory slots and some alien protein recipes. Not a whole lot exciting in this tree besides those inventory slots. I'm not big on the medicinal inhalers, and I'm not big on the guns. We can get a scannable resource to scan for enemies. Literally never used that. And this is big, 10 inventory slots, but we need the 100 crystal oscillators. Natural environment, we got the first node here with mycelia. Inventory slots, the weaver, and a couple fabric recipes. You can weave mycelia into fabric, and you can automate mycelia through the fix-it farming node, of which we just got this scannable resource jar of dirt. We still need to find the jar of peat, and we still need to find the jar of bog, which you literally just have to stumble upon. You can't like scan for it until you find it. So that's going to take a little bit of time. Each of those different types of dirt, or peat, or bog, or whatever, give you different seeds from the seed extractor, and then you can do your slugs, and fix-it farming is very important in this mod. You need it for slugs, and you need it for that mycelia tree. And speaking of slugs, we got the yellow eggs and the blue eggs unlocked. And this node we'll get here pretty quickly. The overclocking part of this node is the most important for automating power. You want to be able to underclock your water extractors so that you aren't taking up space in your pipes that you would typically, or that you would want to use for the byproduct water that comes off of the biological water extractor. Hopefully that made sense. It'll make sense when we start building our automated power if it didn't. Sapmonium. There we go. Unlock crushed sapmonium. I will probably need crushed. Yep, to get the ingots. Okay. Okay, 200 crushed sapmonium gets me the ingots. And then 200 ingots gets me quickware and rods. So let's do that. Alright, research this here. Quickware and Caterium rods. So we need this next one. Okay, so I do need rods. So I need a bunch of quickware, because I need quickware for these two. And I think that's bronze, which I don't have yet. Yep. So, more quickware than rods, but I need both. So this is my solution to the early game Caterium tree. There's a pure node up on this rock that gives me 120 sapmonium ore, which I put into 2 crushers, I get 120 sapmonium, crushed sapmonium, that I bring down to these 4 smelters. I dead end that smelter there on the right and bring 3 belts of 30 Caterium ore down. Split that up into 6 constructors, making rods, all Caterium rods, and then 4 of those Caterium rods make quick wire. And those are all just going into our little containers right there. So this will at least get us into the speed pants, and it'll unlock AI limiters for us, which are going to be the next Caterium challenge. And AI limiters are required for smart splitters, and smart splitters are almost a requirement for actual automated power in this mod. And this is our solution to early game AI limiters. See on the left side there, we got Caterium sheets going into an assembler, and we brought over some tin wire, stuffed it in a storage container, and are feeding that into the same assembler. And we're getting AI limiters. And only make it 4 a minute, so in many minutes we'll have enough to unlock smart splitters. Alright everybody, that's going to be it for episode 2 of Satisfactory Plus. We had our first big step towards automated power by finding that compact biomass alternate recipe. We still need to get smart splitters and overclocking unlocked to really do that build right. So look forward to that in the next episode. Please let me know what you think of the videos, and let me know how I can improve the quality of future episodes by commenting or messaging me directly. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.